VvWw-SAYCON, and my topic is about guess what? They graze on grass and clean the reef. Their nose looks like a rabbit. So who they are beneath the sea? What? Yes, you're right. They are called SIGANIDs, or commonly known as rabbit fishes. So bakit nga ba tinawag silang rabbit fishes? It is because of their rabbit-like appearance, like yung mouth nila. Same sila ng rabbit, which is small, and this is adapted for nibbling algae and seagrasses. So they also have nibbling behavior, just like rabbits, which is ang rabbit is kumakain silang plants. Same goes with SIGANIDs, which is kumakain din sila ng algae and seagrasses. That's why they are known as algal grazers that maintain the balance of tropical marine habitats. Then next, they also have distinctive shape, which is yung distinctive shape nila is they have compressed laterally body, unique fin spines, and rabbit-like snout, which is these features is adapted sa food na kailangan nila. And their unique fin spines is for the defense mechanisms nila. They also have a venomous spines, which this serves as a defense against predators. Then, saan ba natin mostly makikita yung rabbit fishes? Well, makikita natin sila sa marine and brackish water species. So yung marine, when we call marine, it is yung environment na may mataas na salinity, and the brackish water is ito yung kung saan yung fresh water and salt water nag-meet. Then yung SIGANIDs is typical natin siya nakikita sa habitats like coral reefs, seagrass beds, mangroves, estuaries, and lagoons. So we will found some species of SIGANIDs in Indo-Pacific, which is specifically sa Red Sea, East Africa, Western Pacific, to French Polynesia. So, classification. Saan ba nabibilong yung SIGANIDs? So, accordingly, rabbit fish is belong to the genus Siganus, and there are about 29 recognized species of SIGANIDs all over the world. And, however, dito sa Philippines, we have at least 17 species of them, and these are some species. They are locally known as danggit, samaran, kitong, and nakadepende yun kung saan lugar siya naroroon. Then, their life cycle, which is saan siya, ay ano yung pinakauna niya. Like sa manok is egg talaga na una. So, same goes with SIGANIDs. Nag-start siya sa egg. So, yung egg niya is small siya, tapos adhesive. Why? Because yung egg niya is nag-a-attach lang siya sa other organisms sa bottom. And eggs are fertilized externally. Tapos, hatching niya is typically occurs within 18 to 35 hours. Nakadepende siya sa water environment. Like, dapat is yung temperature niya is nasa 22 to 30 degrees Celsius. Tapos pagkatapos ng eggs is nagiging larvae siya. So ang larvae is newly hatched larvae are small, like nasa 1.5 to 2.5 millimeter total length siya. Then they are planktonic and initially rely on a yolk sac for their nutrition. Then they are characterized by a transparent body and remain pelagic for an extended period. Then pagkatapos ng larvae is, nagda-transform siya into another form of larvae, which is, we called it acroneros. So, acroneros is a distinctive post-larval stage siya, which is individuals in this stage are still transparent and pelagic siya, and pelagic migrating inshore siya. Then pagkatapos ng from eggs to larvae to acroneros, nagiging juvenile siya. So yung juvenile, magiging juvenile siya after several weeks in the water column. Tapos, larvae appear inshore, often near sa mangrove roots or seagrass beds. Tapos, nagsasettle siya in the habitat and rapidly nagmetamorphose into juvenile from resembling miniature adults. Tapos, pagkatapos ng juvenile is nagta-transform siya into adults. So, upon reaching maturity na around age or 2, SIGANIDs enter the adult stage where they focus on feeding, which is sa feeding niya is herbivory siya. So when we say herbivory is kumakain siya ng mga plants. They feed in order to grow, tapos sa adult stage is dito nangyayari yung reproduction, tapos mag-complete na yung life cycle niya. Then the next is yung culture methods. Here we can see how do they being cultured. So, sabi dito na ang SIGANIDs daw can be cultured in a monoculture and a polyculture. So, when we say monoculture, it is, SIGANIDs daw is raised on the environment lang na isa lang siya dapat. Like, for example, yung sa fish pond is SIGANIDs lang yung nakakulture. Then, Siganids can be all cultured in a polyculture, which is yung polyculture, it is a environment na pwedeng mag-culture ang siganids with other species like shrimp and milkfish. So bakit nga ba ay siganids, shrimp, and milkfish are compatible in polyculture system? Primarily due to their different feeding habits, like it minimizes competition for food and allows them to utilize different parts of the pond system. So like sa polyculture is sa shrimp is nasa bottom lang siya, while yung siganids and milkfish is nasa upper part of the water siya. Then compatible siya because we all know na yung yung tatlong species has a different feeding habits. Then they can in culturing siganids is first kino-culture muna natin siya sa nursery ponds, which is a nursery pond is nilalagay muna natin ang fry or raised in nursery cages until mag-reach siya sa suitable sizes like 40 to 50 grams. Tapos we all know naman na yung fry is sensitive to UV light, kaya sa nursery setup natin dapat shaded siya. They are reared for about a month at a stocking rate of 200,000 to 300,000 fish per hectare. Tapos pagkatapos ng, kapag lumalaki na yung fry, is nilalagay natin siya sa transition pad. So when we say transition pad, it is located adjacent to the nursery and grow out pad. Dito sa transition pad, they are reared about a month at a stocking rate of 60,000 to 100,000 fingerlings per hectare. So kapag yung fingerlings is lumaki siya, is ita-transfer natin siya to grow out pad. So ang grow out pad, it is a pad which is dun pinapalaki ang siganids into a marketable size. So the fish here are reared for 3 to 4 months at a stocking density of about 1,500 to 2,000 fingerlings per hectare depending sa volume of food in the pad and the size of fish at stocking. Then, we can culture siganids in 3 types of system, which is ang fish pen. It is anchored to the bottom and made of screens and netting. So, tapos ang floating net cages naman is an interlocked cages often supported by bamboo rafts or floats. So it is a common method siya for siganid culture in bays and cubes. So bakit nga ba yung floating cages is kailangan nakalagay siya sa bays and cubes? It is because sa bays and cubes minimal lang yung wind niya. Tapos yung waves niya minimal lang din, which is nag-help siya for the net cages to not being destroyed. Tapos, cages are characterized by mesh size for different stages. So, kapag fry stages siya, dapat yung mesh size natin na gamitin is a fine mesh. Tapos, kapag fingerlings na ang kino-culture natin is dapat yung mesh niya is larger. And sa grow out cages, larger din siya para suitable siya sa mga fish na kino-culture. Then, net cages require regular cleaning to remove fouling organisms, excess food, and waste. So, dito pinapalatay na dapat there is a regular cleaning in pan. Tapos, brackish water pan naman, which is ang brackish water pan is an enclosed or semi-enclosed body of water, usually man-made or natural, which is needs a proximity to seawater source because we all know na siganids are sensitive to low salinity and high temperatures. Tapos, some parts of the pond is kailangan nakadepend siya for siganids to retreat during hot weather. Tapos, in brackish water pond, there is a need for algae cultivation because yung pond can be designed to alternate between planting and grazing algae to ensure a continuous food supply. Then management and feeding. So, dapat yung water quality natin is dapat nasa suitable sa cultured species na kinulture natin. Like sa siganids is kailangan yung lalim niya is nasa 3 meters. Tapos yung temperature niya is nasa 28 to 32 degrees Celsius. Yung salinity niya is nasa 15 to 27 parts per thousand. Tapos yung dissolved oxygen niya is nasa greater 4.5 mg per liter. Tapos yung concentration ng ammonia and nitrogen is nasa low lang dapat. Then, sa management is kailangan yung site selection natin sa pond is suitable dapat siya sa species, like siya sa cove, meron siya sa cove or ano, tapos yung water quality niya is consistent dapat. Then cage pond and maintenance, dapat regularly cleaning. Then kapag nag-stocking and handling tayo is dapat yung pag-stocking natin is dumadaan sa acclimatization. So yung acclimatization, ito yung process na kung saan ina-acclimatize yung fish para maka-adapt sa new environment. Tapos yung stocking density is i-maintain dapat in an optimal stocking density. Tapos, katlo is yung grading. So when we say grading, ito yung fish is ginigrade siya according to their size para ma-reduce yung competition and ensure uniform growth rates. Meron din dapat gentle handling para yung fish is ma-minimize yung stress and injury. Then sa feeding naman is mayroong tatlo, which is yung algae, commercial feed, and combination feeding. So sa algae, it is a common practice to supplement or fully feed with filamentous green algae like Chematomorpha or Cladophora. So sa commercial feed is pwede tayo magamit ng commercial feed. So if mag-commercial feed tayo ng pellet with, it should be a pellet with 35 to 37% crude protein. Tapos meron siyang 7 to 8% crude fat. Tapos kailangan yung SIGANIDs na kinakulture natin is dapat 3 times daily yung pagbigay ng commercial feed. Then we also have combination feeding. So when we say combination feeding is dapat yung pagbigay ng feeds natin is meron siyang algae and commercial feed. Then, sa economic importance niya is SIGANIDs is famous for economic importance like sa dried fish, which is commonly known as danggit na production in the Philippines. Since processing or drying of rabbit fish is a livelihood activity. Then, we also have the threats like overfishing and harvest pressure, habitat loss, aquaculture seed supply and disease challenges, climate change and reef degradation, and management. So, kailangan nasa optimal range siya in order to prevent destruction of SIGANIDs. So, that's all. Thank you.